Hi, and welcome back to Time for You. So grab your coffee or tea, sit back, or maybe you want to go on a walk. Just take some time off just for you. That would be cool. And we are here again. I'm Lea Wernli, and I'm in Zurich now, and I'm with my lovely, beautiful, intelligent, crazy, good-looking friend, Shelia Stevens.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you introduce me every time I go anywhere.
Yeah. So, what is it about? I I had an analogy with a little group I'm having at the moment, or I will tell them. I didn't tell them right now, but I I really want to tell them about my experience. And what is it about? It's about learning things, and it's about being insecure, and it's about not being good
Mm.
at something, and it's about still doing it no matter what. So, um, I'm talking about I learned something new. And it's around money, it's around cryptocurrency. Maybe a few of you guys are into that as well. I'm somehow into that, and I'm into that already for a couple of years, but I used to be more of a just user somehow. I didn't do a lot. I just did a couple of steps and I just repeated them. And that was fine. And a couple of weeks ago, I had just this really inner feeling. Shelly and myself, we often say I had the hands on my back, like something just, I knew I have to go deeper.
Mm.
I need to learn more. If I want to stay in this game, yeah, I need to upgrade. And it was, and I didn't like it that much. I have to be honest. It was not like this, yes, and let's do that. And whoa, it was more like, oh, what the F really?
Mm.
Okay, how, where, So I just, I accepted that I felt, yeah, there is something new to learn and there is something to see and there are things to change around this topic. And it doesn't matter what topic it is. It's just an example for me. And why I want to talk to my group about it, it's they want to build a coaching business, a lot of them. They want to switch career or really um uh, yeah, start something new or start the coaching business. And often there are steps, there are things we need to learn, there are things we need to do, there are things we don't know yet how, and it's uncomfortable. And our mind really, really doesn't like us to be beginners.
Mm-mm.
And our mind really doesn't like us to fail or to make a fool out of ourselves or to make mistakes or to not know or to not understand. And I get it. I get it. I have 8 years of being self-employed and even more years of being a coach. So I'm in another learning curve in that area. It's easier certain things, not all of it, but I did them 100 times and so on. But in this area where I need to learn new things, it's even an area I'm not that good. I probably even won't become really good.
Mm-hmm.
my ego, my mind, my intellect really does not like that at all. I I will be average or even less than average in this area. So, whoa, that's uncool.
Yeah.
And I still need to put in hours. I talk about hours, not minutes, not just a little, not like a bit. Hours of things to do I'm not really good at. I don't like that much. And still, I just know I need to.
Yeah.
And what's really interesting, because I live with the knowing of the principles in action, I'm able to do hard things. I'm able to be with things that I'm not good at. I'm I don't give up that easily. Um, Even if it does my head in. I have thought storms. I do. And I still stay in it. And
Mm.
that's just so interesting to to see and to experience because it doesn't have to be easy. It doesn't have to feel good. It doesn't have to be smooth and just
Flowy.
uh, yeah, not at all. And it is because of course the reward is I see more clearly. I do understand certain things. Things click. Um, I make a mistake one, two, three times, but maybe the fourth I don't. So there is a learning curve, and there there is a a path to change, and I'm able to do it also the hard way. And it could be that I have an insight and it's going to be very easy or easier, but I don't wait for the insight. I can be on that um, track, and it's not willpower somehow. I can't describe it really. It's it's more, it's again the trust of I just know I need to see more. And so I immerse myself into that topic. Does that make sense? I don't know. What do you hear?
I mean, yes, it makes sense. Like I so get it. And I had to laugh a little bit on the inside because like one of the things that Leia's doing right now, she told me in our pre-discussion is she's working on Excel spreadsheets and as part of this, up leveling her game in the crypto game. And you have to know about Leah that when we were doing our business together a couple of years ago, if there's anything that would take Leah completely off course, is all I had to do was open an Excel spreadsheet and she would like shut down. Just like I could see her eyes glazing over, her cheeks getting red, like just everything. It's like I've never seen
Yeah.
a piece of
Mm-hmm.
technology take someone more off their normal state of mind than an Excel spreadsheet. And just to know that's what you're
Yeah.
doing right now and you're just going
Mm-hmm.
daily with that spreadsheet and the discomfort of it. It tells me a lot because I know how much you hate Excel spreadsheets. And for me,
Mm-hmm.
Leah,
Yes,
um,
I do.
you do. And for me, I'm going through a very similar experience right now, changing the way I'm creating clients. And that that Leah got me onto Isla Coates and Steve Chandler and this whole like service instead of selling, and it's like 180-degree difference to what I was doing before with content marketing and the way. the things I learned in 30 years of marketing. So I'm literally I'm literally unlearning the old way and learning the new way, being a total beginner in
Mm-hmm.
it. And Leah, for you, when you went to Isla, I remember you telling me, oh, it was so easy because I was already doing that anyway. I was just learning from Isla to make conscious what I
Yes.
was already subconsciously doing. Whereas for me, it is an entirely new skill set. And I am coming up against
Mm-hmm.
my inner resistance to that every single day. I'm in, I see the internet
Mm.
is a little bit unstable, Leah, but it looks good on my end still. I'm in resistance
Yeah.
to the reach out every week. You know me, Leah, I hate writing emails. I hate writing emails. Leah,
Yes.
when an email would come in our business, Leah would say, "I'll take the email," and I would be
And
like,
it was for Shelia.
"Yeah, yeah." Leah would
Yeah.
be like, "Oh, I'll take the emails. I'll answer those emails. Like I'll take the spreadsheet, right? I'll do that." And this involves a lot of writing emails and reaching out to people, or I'm in resistance about coaching for free. You know, like me, I'm like, if it doesn't convert in 30 minutes to
Mm-hmm.
40 minutes, I'm not doing it. And this is taking weeks, months of coaching before, like,
Yes.
and I'm all up in my head about it, like, because I'm making mistakes left and right. I'm falling back into the old paradigm. I'm falling back into
Mm-hmm.
transactional thinking and impatience. I'm going too fast. And it's so relatable because it's like I don't even consider quitting to
Mm-hmm.
learn this, to master this because something inside of me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna call it my inner knowing, is telling me keep going,
Yeah.
right? That's what you call the hands on your back. It's
Mm-hmm.
something in
Mm-hmm.
us that is looking, keep going or not keep going, and something is
Yeah.
saying it feels very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's not easy. I'm struggling. My little brain is coming up with a million reasons why I
Yeah.
should stop, but I know not to stop.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting in the discomfort of that. Yeah.
What I'm wondering, why are we so okay with that, even though we don't even know if we will succeed? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's very interesting to me because for my mind, that's just totally crazy. And still I'm doing it.
You know, I don't know what it is really. Maybe this is making something up, but I can tell you what my rational
Mm-hmm.
mind says about that. Whether I, so let's take this service instead of selling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then we'll look at your example. So I don't know if it's the way for me in the future.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell if I'll get successful at it or not. I mean, I do have some indications that it's working here and there, and maybe it will work. But I just tell myself, I will never know if I don't put my heart and soul
Mm-hmm.
into it and try.
Mm-hmm.
When I was building my coaching business 15 years ago, the first 3 years were a catastrophe. I did a lot with very minimal results in getting clients and making money. But I just kept saying to
Mm-hmm.
myself, you know, I feel the inside knowing to keep going. And if I don't do it, I will
Mm-hmm.
never know if I can bring it to fruition or not. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And there's also
I
something,
love that. Yeah.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Leah.
I just I just a quote, but I can't remember from whom it was. It's a mind uh not peace of mind, but mindset. No, not mindset. How do you call it? What uh sorry. Um the quote is don't think about the right decision, make the decision right.
Mm,
And that's what I felt like, yeah, we never know. So we just go and we feel the navigation system pointing in that way, and we trust the navigation system, and we we don't, or I don't think about, oh, I made the wrong choice. You know what I mean? Because I
Yeah.
just made the choice and I just did go with what made sense to me at that moment. And I just took the step. So it's really making the decision right, no matter what. And even when I fail, that's okay because I learned a lot. I learned to sit with Excel spreadsheet. I know, guys, for you guys, that's probably crazy, but I really don't like it. And that will be helpful. I know it. It's so it doesn't matter somehow
Yeah.
because it's learning, being in life and learning and being okay with being a learner.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
that. And also, what's coming to me, Leah, is I have this faith in myself that if God is whispering go, he will also whisper when it's time to stop.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
I just know if there is coming a time when I should stop doing it, whether it's working or not, I will just get that information. I will know to do that. And I will know to do it.
Yeah.
And you know, it doesn't mean I always follow that knowing. Sometimes I keep going with something much longer than I need to. Yeah, I think you probably have
We
a
all do.
yeah, yeah. But I get the information. If I can follow it, I will just stop. Just like for years, I had this inner knowing to try to figure out list building over Facebook ads. And I worked on it for like 10 years. It never worked for me the way it worked for
Hmm.
other people. And I kept going with it and going with it as long as I felt the inner knowing to go with it. I learned a ton. But at some point,
Hmm.
I got the inner knowing to stop. And I haven't touched them since. And that doesn't mean
Hmm.
I won't pick them up again. But it's
Hmm.
something like it's in us to
Hmm.
know when to stop and when to go, really.
Yep. Yes, it is. And I I stopped a lot of things last year again. And even and that's so cool with really trusting that part in ourselves because it's for our mind or intellect, it's sometimes really not that understandable why we do or we don't, or why we continue to do or why we stop. But in hindsight, it almost every time it does make a lot of sense. And so I don't have to know it in the moment why. And I love it that I'm not that attached anymore to the why as I used to be.
Yeah.
I just know, oh yeah, it's time to stop. Okay. That's fine. And oh, it wasn't the time to stop before. Oh, okay. That's fine. So just to be curious and yeah, be playful as well, even in staying on track or be in this journey. That's very cool. And
Yeah.
to to not resist learning in a way. I
Yeah.
what I see deeper and deeper is, oh, yeah, there is something to see probably. Oh, there is something to learn. Oh, interesting. Oh, here, oh, I didn't want to. Okay. So, um, it's kind of similar to just feel what there is to feel. It's a never-ending journey of learning as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I love what you just said about not resisting the learning. And I'll take that back to my service instead of selling thing. Like I was on a
Mm-hmm.
I was on a call with Isla and the group. I haven't seen you there in a while, by the way. You haven't been coming to the calls, or you've been in the background.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
didn't have time
Because December.
because of December.
Yeah. Yeah. And and Isla was, she was seeing like my struggle and she was kind of asking like, well, what could you do to make it more enjoyable? Or, what is it that is juicy in there for you? And I realized nothing I can do, nothing I can do is going to make it more joyful or juicy. I just have to stop resisting the learning.
Yes.
And
Yes.
as soon as I saw that,
Oh.
it just got so much easier and things started working more easily in general, you know?
Mm.
So, yeah, sometimes we just got to stop
I love
resisting
that.
the learning. Mm,
Hmm. Mm.
yeah.
That's it.
We're done.
Mhm. We're
Yeah.
done. Bye.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Never done. We're never done, and that's so okay.
Yeah, we're not done. We're definitely not done. Um, I could talk about this for another hour, Leah, because you know, because we are constantly in a state of new learning. And
Hmm.
before this thing, there was a thing before, and before that thing, there was a thing before, you know? So
Hmm.
yeah, I hope you've heard something today in this. And Leah, if you need help with your spreadsheets, let me know.
Yeah.
Uh, do you wanna take us out, Leah?
Hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, it doesn't have to be joyful. Isn't that a relief? Just, yeah, less resisting to learning. I really, really love that. And I'm just very grateful that you are listening to this, to us, because you're a part of this. We couldn't do that without you
Hmm.
listening. So, yeah, just want to thank you. And um, I hope that you will listen in again and um, see you next time. And maybe you would like to share this a bit crazy episode with Leah and Celia and spreadsheets and new ways of um, creating clients. And it's for every single person, it's something different, and it's the mechanics are the same, and our mind makes it very personal around what it's important to us or where we are resisting, but it's universal. So it could help your aunt or mother or daughter. And yeah, it would be cool if you would um, maybe invite them to this conversation. So, and let us know if you want to. You also could write to us, and I will answer every email, I promise. Shelia knows that. So, we would love to hear from you guys and hear you. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.